Finally, I'm able to share a little bit more about what's been going on. See, I have a problem. All of the excitement around the Faenoraverse and what we've been building, it's been eating me up inside not to be able to share about what we've been doing. There's been so much, and we've been so quiet. So why are we so quiet? Well, we have a bit of a communication mantra. It's pretty normal. We always want to underpromise and overdeliver. So if we are saying something, then that is what we're doing. And if we are not ready to say it, we will not say it. Now that makes it tough for someone like me when I have this pressure of all this information that I want to share, because I know everything we're doing and everything we're building and everything I'm excited about, and it just wants to erupt like a volcano. And then what do? I just bottle it. I bottle it, press it down deep, and it just festers there. I go to a therapist to deal with this issue. Do you know what happens? Nothing. I sit there, hour, don't say a thing, because it's all pressured there, and I don't want just the slightest thing just and then that's a problem. So that's it. Last 3 months, therapist 2 times a week, just sit there in silence, waste of money, waste of time, and that's what we've been dealing with. But now I'm back here to talk to you. So let's give a bit of an update. You just saw our announcement for the Hunters of Faenora. It's a bit different, pretty big. And so what does that actually mean? You know, the Wildlands of Faenora, the roguelike tactics RPG that is still doing exceptionally well with interest on Steam. We have 17,000 Steam wish lists, and that just continues to grow and build, and excitement around that is palpable. Now, what happened as we were building out the hunt mode is that we found, holy crap, this is not just, oh yeah, this is an extra mode that we can tack onto Wildlands. It's become its own beast. It's become its whole new thing. And so we've shifted for a number of reasons. We basically split that off to say, okay, we're going to go all in with Hunters of Faenora in the same universe, right? Wildlands is still the single player story mode version. And then Hunters of Faenora is a much deeper, more robust hunt mode that we have completely split out into its own game. So that makes it easier from a communication standpoint. If someone knows that we're talking about hunters, then they know that's Web3 enabled. If it's Wildlands, then that's kind of our classic single player story-based game that's on Steam. And it opens up a lot of really cool, interesting doors. We will be providing a lot more information on the Hunters of Faenora in the coming weeks. And there's just a lot of super exciting stuff and exciting activations and things that we'll be giving more information on as that comes up. One of the really exciting things about Hunters of Faenora as well, that because we're separating it out, we're able to make that basically it's a free to play game. Now, an important thing that we've been doing over the past several months, and effectively since we started, we've always been watching other projects. What are working well for them? Where are some of the pitfalls? And so a big pitfall with a lot of these free-to-play games that have reward mechanisms is extraction. We want to make sure that what we're doing with Hunters of Faenora is a really fun, high stakes, high reward, sustainable game economy where you're competing for rewards, but it's not purely extractive. So that's why all of the rewards that you can earn within the game, those are still token gated effectively. If you want to be earning Muchi tokens, then you're going to need to have those NFT characters. You can't just come in and extract without contributing something to the economy and then competing with others to get your share of it. We're really excited about that because our goal, as always, is just a long-term sustainable game economy that becomes a long-term sustainable universe economy with this Faenoraverse and all of the other things that we're building around that. What else? Oh, yes. So talk about learning from what other projects are doing and what other projects, the challenges that they've had, and learning from the alpha demo. So we got a lot of really, really awesome feedback from people. We've had more than 10,000 people play the alpha demo of the Wildlands of Faenora. Our Steam, we've had like 6,500 people or something play the alpha demo on Steam. And with an average playtime across those more than 6,000 players, an average playtime of more than 2.5 hours just for our alpha demo. So again, that's just showing really strong traction and growth that people are liking the game, which is really cool. And what we've learned from all of these different areas is that there are things on the back end of the game that we need to make more robust, that we need to make more flexible, that we need to be able to make sure what was the foundation of the alpha demo as we make this Hunters of Faenora game, that the back end needs to be really robust. We need to make sure that we are protected against all of the different crazy things that people are going to try to do to game the system and make it as difficult as possible for people to do that. When you start digging into those back-end systems and saying, okay, well, here's a vulnerability, or here's an area where we don't have the flexibility that we need, or we don't have the data that we need to be able to monitor and make sure that we can track what's going on so that we can make this the most effective and efficient, and we can learn as we're constantly evolving the game. All of those things, all those systems need to be basically pulled apart and rebuilt, or other times, as a small indie studio, we've used different tools where people said, hey, we've made this type of system before, just plug ours in. And then as we get into the down dirty of, hey, we want to really nail this down for what we want to do, find more and more limitations or security issues where it's, well, yeah, that works as long as we don't have people who are competing with each other and who would have every incentive to try to break it. Okay, well, now we gotta pull that apart and put it back together again in a way that's robust. So that's why things have taken a little bit longer than we expected them to take, because it's all driving towards making sure that game experience that we provide is the best that it can possibly be. So that's part of what we've been doing. And we're still as excited as ever. There's a lot more to show off. And I'm super excited. Even just be talking to you about this again. Oh my goodness. This is the therapy, right? And we're just so appreciative of everyone who's involved, of everyone who is part of our community and has been following along, playing the different versions of the alpha demo. And we can't wait to finally have that hunt mode tournament that we've been talking about. And then, moving on to the preseason beta of Hunters of Faenora. So thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for your excitement and your interest. Definitely make sure to keep locked on Faenoraverse on Twitter. Make sure your notifications are on, as we are always trying to put out more and more information as things are starting to ramp up again. One other thing I would say, I enjoy talking. We have some unique experience and insight into the game development world, the Web3 world, entertainment in general with film and TV and different things that we're looking to do in that space. So if you are a creator, or if you have a podcast, if you are looking for content or people to talk to about what we're doing, definitely reach out, because over the next little while, I would love to chat with you. And I'm pretty much an open book. So there's a lot going on with the Faenoraverse. We are here on a mission to make the best tactics roguelike game possible. And so far, we're doing a pretty good job. Really excited about what's to come. Thank you very much for your attention, your time, and for following us. And I can't wait to give you more of an update very soon.